Heaven's Lost Property. Episode 7. You should be watching. You know what? This is the first episode where that scientist guy did not interrupt and tell us all about it. What's his name? El Shiro? This is the first episode that El Shiro did not come up in our business and explain what was going to happen. And I'm so incredibly thankful.
Of flight, the boy soared too close to the sun. His wings melted and he fell to his death in the sea. This body of water was eventually named after the boy.
We yet still
Icarus.
get our monologue from El Shiro.
And let's not forget about Nymph here. She needs to learn about the world too, you know.
Fuck Nymph. She wasn't invited.
Just look at Icarus. She's like a doll with a face molded into a frown. Don't you want to step up and help her?
Yeah, oh, woman frowns. Don't you want to step up and help her?
I get it. Promise you'll act normally
That
and not do
is
anything
the
crazy.
definition of everything that is life.
Icarus, really about?
I'm such a fucking grump, dude.
Okay, this is the continent of Australia.
Bah!
Very big,
Humbug!
has a number of different climates.
This time I'll be able to give Icarus and Nymph tons of advice.
So is this gonna be the plot for this whole episode is that Sahara is going to try to appear useful. She's gonna be trying to help everyone, both the angels and Tomo, just to feel useful. Because, you know, she's jealous because she's not getting any attention, so now she's trying to put herself into the situation
I noticed Icarus and
to
Nymph
feel
aren't
useful
here
and
yet.
whatnot.
Shouldn't we wait for them? That's so awesome.
Just like a real
Everyone
show.
is
That's
just like,
amazing.
everyone is just like, sure, these angel-like people just came and just carried a cow and a giant 10-ton fish into the classroom, but
Eat them yet?
let's eat. No questions, no calling the police, no government involvement.
You can't have that much smoke inside.
That makes me want to play Breath of the Wild. Big ass, juicy fucking steak.
Let me guess. You've been comparing yourself to them all day, and now you feel like a big fat ugly loser. Oops,
I was
did
so
hit a nerve?
close. Not that she wants to feel useful, she's feeling insecure
Time for a next
and inadequate compared to them.
We have to go to more
I was
classes.
thinking it a minute
They're all
ago.
so
I didn't say anything. Don't look at me.
Be Alpha. They are there. And Master, your wings are much larger than most. I'm sure of it. I don't know why exactly, but I am.
This could, if they're serious about this could be a very interesting plot point.
The sky
Everybody has
is
wings,
calling.
but I doubt that they're gonna take this seriously. This again is a joke, and it's not real. Whatever Nymph whispered into her ear.
That is so awesome!
Fly, Tomaki, fly!
You could do it. We believe.
He's gonna jump out of the window and the wings are not gonna work. He's gonna crash down and he's probably gonna end up something lewd. Just watch. I don't know. The lewd stuff seems to be not as big as this, but he's gonna crash to the ground. And everyone's gonna be like, oh my god.
If it's possible, anyone can fly.
Because that's the joke. Oh, look at it. It's such a happy moment. And then break the moment in a sudden burst of levity.
Lot worse.
I'd be mad, but that'd just hurt more. Yeah, about that school stuff.
Oh,
just run
this
on
anime
time,
is
right?
hilarious. I'm just,
Fine then,
I'm in
okay,
stitches,
we'll go back to school
bursting at the
tomorrow.
seams.
I hope you're... What the hell did you do that for?
It doesn't really matter.
Okay, so I can relate to Tomo, and I can relate to Nymph how like every time she does
Whoa,
something, it's like,
seriously?
it doesn't really matter. That's actually an inside joke with me and Jackie Gray.
They're love
Is
letters,
everything
like
is
for
like it
boys.
doesn't matter.
From boys?
Yeah, like one day he was getting in the car. I was picking him up. I think we were gonna go hang out with some friends or whatever. And I meant to tell him like I didn't tell him we were gonna go hang out with some friends. He thought we were just hanging out with me, and I was like, oh okay. And I was gonna tell him like, oh,
Would it kill you to
it
do
doesn't
that?
matter. And I was trying, and I also was saying like, oh, you don't care. But I accidentally mixed him up, and he got in the car, and I was like, you don't matter.
of them.
But do you really think
And
Icarus
so,
can
you
understand
know,
the concept of
there's like an
love
inside
when it's
joke with this
different?
now. It's like, it doesn't, you don't matter.
She
It
said
doesn't
she
matter.
wants to try to
Nothing
figure
matters.
it out, which is why she's in the library right now reading each
Yeah.
one. She's keeping
So I
it
can
to
relate to
herself.
Nymph in that
How
way.
sweet of her.
Deny all you want, just don't be a dick.
But I hear what you're saying.
You were so.
I hate to
evil.
break this
Shut up, I
awful
am not.
and cynical truth. If a man is friends with you, then he probably is expecting
love with you.
a relationship at some point.
Never
If he's involved. I went way too deep on this anecdotal piece of evidence, minor evidence that I'm bringing up. She's gonna turn her off. She's gonna flip a switch. Nymph is a bad guy. Didn't I say this in like episode 2 or 3 that we were gonna find out like she's some I was like, oh, we're gonna find out that she's some crazy demon lord, like crazy creature. Oh, now we found out she's the queen of something, and that like she's all super powerful.
I do. Although it seems as if
I wonder what these letters mean. I can read all the words, but they hold no meaning, and that bothers me.
You know this little scene right here. This reminds me of Violet Evergarden. That anime was so good. Trying to find the meaning of love and like she talks like a robot like this. Yeah, that was basically Violet Evergarden. Violet Evergarden did it so much better. That episode was so boring. And I think I'm so done with this series. Because I think that that time that I keep predicting the jokes, like maybe not like the little jokes, but like the bigger jokes in the episode, it's not funny anymore because I can predict all the jokes, and then there's no dramatic tension as far as like action goes, because since the island, I know that everything that's going to be life-threatening is either a joke or it's not real or it's some fantasy or something stupid like that. But as far as the characters go, what are we learning? We're learning that Icarus is now a queen and she's like super powerful and like she's got all these protections on her, mental protection and emotional protection and all these things, which I predicted back in episode 2. So what the fuck? Unless some huge twist happens in the next, what are we on, episode 8 coming up? Unless a huge twist happens in the next 4 or 5 episodes. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Peace out, dude. Fucking out of here, man.